Hi guys, so today I decided to do a video all about breaking lockdown habits. Now I don't know about you guys, but definitely for me this winter it's been a lot tougher with the old habits than the summer lockdown. Particularly tea and biscuits. Now rather than having tea and biscuits or whatever every now and then, it's become genuinely a nightly habit for myself, which I'm not proud of. It happens, it's winter, it's cold, you've got nothing else to do other than snuggle on the sofa. But it feels as though there's a shift happening. I don't know whether it's because here in the UK at least, we've been given a bit of a roadmap out of this particular lockdown, or the last week or so we've had some pretty consistent sunshine. It's still freezing, but it does feel as though spring is around the corner. So I just decided that I needed to shake a few of the bad habits that I've picked up this winter, and I thought it would be cool if I kind of showed you guys or explained to you guys how I'm going to plan to do that, and it might resonate with you. I think one of the other things I had in the summer lockdown that I haven't had this winter time was a goal. In the summer lockdown, Sam and I were building towards our wedding. So we got married August 1st, and obviously it was genuinely like the run up was all in lockdown. So I was working out really consistently. I was also being really thoughtful about my meals. I had so much time to cook, which I have had in this winter as well. It's just the temptation to cook really kind of comfort, stodgy meals has definitely hit me this year for the first time ever. And another personal note for me, this is the first UK winter for quite a few years now that I've spent the whole of it in the UK, which if you are a fellow Brit, you'll know how cold, miserable and dark our winter times can get. So definitely heading to South Africa in January almost is like that kickstart for me. We finish MotoGP season in November, so I only ever really have that December run up to Christmas period, and then I head straight back out to South Africa, which is summertime, and we're eating kind of a lot less because it's warmer. So this winter has definitely caught up with me. So I'd say the two main things for me that I need to temper are the tea and biscuits in the evening. Also, there could be one or two other snacks thrown there as well. And perhaps drinking, not so much the drinking actually. I would say that in the summer lockdown, I was kind of having wine on a bit more of a regular basis. But I just feel as though I really need to hit that reset button completely. So I actually think going without that is a much better option for me right now. I always think that the best way to crack a bad habit is to actually replace it with a new habit, because sometimes you end up twiddling your thumbs. Now, I have typically always thrown myself into working out, into fitness, into better habits and routines when I have felt as though I needed to perhaps kind of tighten up my belt a little bit. So what I'm planning to do, and this is also a great tip for you guys, I hate going cold turkey on anything. It doesn't work for me. I fail. I think it sets me up for a fail straight away if I'm like, no, I'm never doing that again, ever. So what I tend to do with tea and biscuits, I'll say, okay, so I'm gonna do one night on, one night off. Once I've like got that and I'm really down with that routine, I'll do one night on, 2 nights off, and build up from there. So if you have any snacking habits like me, I'd suggest that is the way to go. And then what I'm going to replace that with is actually some better habits, like I said. So I have admittedly not worked out as hard as I was in the summer, because I didn't really set myself a goal after the wedding. It was almost just like kind of kicking back for a while, and you know, I work out every day because it's actually just what makes me feel good. It gives me energy actually. It's actually what gives me a kickstart in the morning. So whilst I've not been like going weeks or months without working out, I've definitely not perhaps been putting as much effort into it. I think I need to maybe establish a few goals for the next month. So my fitness goals for this next month are going to be get out in that lovely sunshine, even though it's a little bit crisp still, and try and get 3 runs done a week. I did actually set that goal at the start of the year, but actually went in with something like, I think it was, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be running 40k a week again, which I haven't done for a couple of years now. and I realised that was unrealistic, so I reduced it down to 30k a week. But then as I reduced it down to 30k a week, I tried to extend my long runs, and I have to admit, it was more often than not, I was ending up running only twice a week. So I think I'm just gonna go run 3 times a week, but no pressure on the distance. And the second goal I'm going to be working on is building up my upper body, and I'm going to measure that by, I think I'm going to do it with push-ups, because I normally can do full push-ups, and I had a compression in my neck, actually weirdly, on the run up to the wedding. I ended up with like a herniated disc, and it was putting pressure on my spinal cord, which caused all these like pins and needles down my arm. I lost the sensation in my thumb for like 6 weeks. That's all subsided. I'm actually working with a physiotherapist at my local hospital, and I can definitely feel some improvement. So I think it's actually time to start reintroducing some of those push movements. I've just been focusing on pull, but I mean, I'm going to be building that from scratch. So that's my entry point. That's how I'm going to try and replace some of the bad habits that I've picked up during lockdown with some better ones. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are working on, and if there's anything that I can see is staring at me that I can give you a little tip on, I will comment back. Also, side note, Tuesday sweat sessions are starting on Zoom with me. 40 minutes to power up, get sweaty. Each week we'll be looking at a different type of training technique. We'll also be incorporating lots of funky tunes and focusing on different body areas. It's a really fun way to kickstart your week. Absolutely love to have you along. I'll put some of the details below, but all you need to do is email me. I'll send you the payment details. I will send you the Zoom link, and you can join us at 9:30 UK time on Tuesday. Anyway guys, I hope this one has been a short but sweet one, and I'll see you soon.